We are the Molemen, this is the MOLECAST, and today we're playing Fiasco.
Good evening, and now the news.
So here's the deal. Camp Clearwater's been abandoned since some grisly unsolved murders 20 years ago. Or whatever. The new owner probably made up some creepy story to tell the campers and scare up business. What I know is we've got a couple of weeks to get this place set up before any campers arrive, and most of the hard work's already done. We've got enough booze, pot, and distance from authority to make the greatest summer ever. What could go wrong?
The first thing we need to do to play Fiasco is set up who we are and our relationships to each other. This is going to tell us what's going to happen in the scene and really set up our Fiasco. As the game progresses, we're going to set up these brilliant plans, being people with high ambitions and poor impulse control like we are. And then in the second act, all of our plans are going to crumble hopelessly to the floor. In order to do this, Dylan is going to roll a pile of dice for us in the middle and sort them into the different numbers, ranging of course from 1 to 6. And we're going to use those numbers on these tables laid out in front of me to decide the relationships between each of us.
Before you do that, let me just give you guys a quick rundown of what we have in the way of dice. So we have 4 6s, we have 4 4s, we have no 5s,
Oh,
we have 3 3s, 1 2, and 4 1s.
interesting. No 5s and only 1 2. That's going to make our choices much more difficult, as we can no longer choose anything that corresponded to the 5 number.
Ooh.
Carrot, have a look at this table. Carrot's going to look at the table and decide, picking one of the dice, which major category one of the 4 relationships that the table is going to have. Once he's done that, we're going to go clockwise. I had to think about that for a moment. We're going to go clockwise around the table, each of us defining another relationship, or giving a specific detail to one of the existing relationships.
Right, so my first step now is to pick a die in a category I like for relationships.
Absolutely.
So, being the sensitive soul that I am, I'm going to pick a number 4 for romance.
Oh.
I choose the beard.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
They
fine.
always do.
Be that way.
The relationship between the two of us is a promiscuous partner and a desperate virgin.
I wanted to make them cousins.
Oh.
Although we have no 5s, so I cannot do that. I'm going to have a work relationship.
Where are you going to stick that relationship, Kevin?
Well, I'll tell you. With fish.
I
Bunker.
am going
Desperate.
to say that Carrot and I have a local relationship.
Ooh.
I'm taking the 2.
The
Just
2.
for the fun of it.
Family. Family.
This is going to make the romance dynamic even better.
I think this will be quite funny. Your work relationship is dealer and pothead.
We will be working dealer and pothead at the lake.
We are a crazy drunk and camp counselor.
Let's give somebody a need. Somebody's going to get even.
I think I'm going to use that 3 and make us step siblings, Kevin.
The useful object. I believe I'm going to give it to this local relationship right here.
I'm going to say the lake has a small island on it.
We need to
Their
get
second
out.
point.
I'm going to have to spend a 1 to get out of a stifling relationship.
Well, then the only thing that you do give a drunk person
Is
is the keys to the school bus.
one of the interesting things about Fiasco is the last dice is always wild. This is a need to get even with every last one of those motherfuckers. In this first act, on our turn, each one of us will get the option of either setting a scene or resolving a scene. If they choose to set the scene, they will describe the scene that is their turn. If he chooses to resolve, then instead the rest of us will decide what is happening and the scene that is taking place, and that active player will decide which way it goes, good or bad for them. Normally in Fiasco you have 2 colors of dice, white dice and black dice. When you give a black dice to someone, it indicates that the scene is going to go badly for them. If the dice is white, the scene will be a good scene for the player. If the dice is red, it means something terrible has happened. The scene could be both good or bad for the active player, but someone will die. And later in the game, those red dice will help us determine who was the killer all along.
I'm rewinding the clock, setting the scene at about 1998. Me and my girlfriends are on the bus singing Britney Spears songs as we arrive at camp. I am Mary Jane Pope. I'm a good Christian girl from Texas. I have now taken a position up as camp counselor for troubled youths at Lake Watchitoken. Well, actually, there's this new song out that we all love. And it's, I'm a Barbie girl
In a Barbie world, life's fantastic. It's fantastic.
You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Bookster, we're gonna have such a fun summer here.
Yeah, fun. I'm the Chadster. This is my brother, the Chetster. I'm here because, have you seen Mary Jane? Yeah, have you seen Mary Jane? Only problem is, oh, she's a clingy virgin and, oh, I just need to get out.
We'd be like making s'mores by the campfire and telling ghost stories.
The ghost stories are fun. Chet, did you find that guy that we spoke about, you know?
I'm Chet Manley, a cool guy. I am his stepbrother. I've seen Mary Jane, but I'm more looking for Mary Jane from Smoky Pete. He's my pot dealer. We're here to set up the camp. I'm not overly enthused.
Did you say smoke about?
No, spoke.
Oh, okay.
Wow, maybe we should take a shower when we get there so we can, you know, get
Oh,
rid of
yeah.
this hot journey.
So the boys' bathrooms are going to be on the west side of the camp and the girls are on the east side of the camp.
Oh, good news. We're here.
Woo!
And there was much rejoicing.
Well, Mary Jane, do you mind opening the
bus.
gate?
Mr. Johnson gave me keys. Just give me a moment. I'll just wiggle over there and unlock it for you, Pookster.
Good, wiggle on. Well, I suggest we need to get hold of that guy that you spoke to. I'm going to make up some story of we're going to go check out what tools and supplies we may need.
Apparently
she
it's
goes and
just
opens
on the
the-
island.
Okay, so you grab a boat. I'll keep MJ distracted.
Oh my
And,
god, he just forget
Yeah,
like
I'll
we
try
were
and
even
find
here.
something useful around
I'm
here.
totally telling Mary Jane. He is such
Um,
an asshole.
Yeah,
Pookster! Girlfriend.
I'm going to grab a boat and head on out to the island to see if I can find myself a handy man, perhaps by the name of Smoky Pete. Perhaps broker myself a deal here.
Interesting.
I'm going to go alone whilst Chadley distracts Mary Jane
Okay.
and also Mary Jane's friends who hate him.
okay.
we should go for a walk
I'm
along the
going to
lake. No,
row
wait.
along.
We should go into the forest, not the lake.
Splash, splash.
We could go
splash,
pick some
splash,
berries. Oh,
splash.
look, Pookster, look at the pretty flowers.
Yes, pretty.
I want flowers like that at our wedding.
Then you should pick some.
Okay.
What are you doing in my house?
I'm Smoky Pete, the crazy old drunk that lives on the island in the middle of Lake Watchitoken. I just also happen to be the previous owner of the camp's bus, which is an old hippie van that I used to use in the 70s, which has of course been repurposed, repainted. But when I sold it, I couldn't find the keys, being a crazy drunk, so I still have a set.
I heard you might be a man with green fingers.
You're not the cops, are you? Cops
No.
are getting younger every day.
No, I
Every
have
every
dollars.
Oh, dollars. I like dollars.
I like green things.
But I like, hey, this is good. This is good. I'll sell you some green things. Oh yeah, I'll sell you some green things. Here's a bag of
Excellent.
green things.
I
Green
take it.
stuff. The
And
best
this is why-
Mary Jane I've ever sold in my life. I grew it myself outside. I fertilized it myself too.
I choose not to think about that.
Okay.
Maybe you should go have a look at unlocking all the buildings so you can have a look at what state they're in.
Mhm.
I'm going to take the Chetster and we're going to go see what tools and things we have available for us.
Sounds like a great idea, Pookster.
And you know what? I'm also just going to go check the surrounding area and just make sure it's safe for campers and things.
You should stay off the island in the lake. I was told there's some crazy guy called Pete living there. He's like some drunk or something.
I'll
So you
keep
should
that in
stay
mind.
away from the lake island.
Could he be that guy fishing over there?
Oh God, do you think that's him?
I don't know, looks like a fairly decent bloke. Anyway, yes, I'm going to go get on that.
And I'm gonna go unlock stuff. Bye-bye, Bookster.
Goodbye.
Kisses.
Chet, yeah, let's go start looking over there.
We should look at the furthest corner away from everyone.
Mary Jane is currently exploring the camp,
Oh, yes.
opening doors and stuff. When suddenly she opens one door and there's a loud, blood-curdling scream from Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, what went wrong?
Your bitch is dying.
Quick, let's
Oh, my
leave.
God, Mary Jane, are you okay?
Oh my God, it was like the biggest rat I ever saw.
I need to make face. At this point, the Chadster runs up, is like, Mary Jane, I'm here, and for no reason takes his shirt off.
Bookster! You have to... There's a giant rat in the cabin.
It's okay. I'll handle it later, after I've found the tools.
There's a rat in the cabin. What
And
are
I
you
walk-
gonna do?
As long as it's not in the kitchen, we're good to go. If you know what that reference is for, put it down in the comments.
My Bookster just saved me from the big bad rat.
Manny Chatster. Ooh. I wish I actually had real muscles for that.
Remember, Chet likes skinny girls, but he never turns down a fatty.
Oh, Jesus. Good job, Pete. Who's there? Oi, who's there?
It's Betty Joe.
What do you want, Betty?
Go away, Betty!
I couldn't help but hear you boys talking about, some green.
You don't need the weed.
Shut up, Betty! And I unlock the door and let you in.
So I was hoping you'd maybe want to share. I mean, they do call me BJ for a reason.
Well, Chet.
Okay.
yeah.
Chet, give me that. I hand it back to him. I leave and close the door behind me.
Pookster?
Yes?
Pookster? Is
Yes.
that the marijuanas again?
No.
It smells like a smart.
No, I fell through damn stairs
Mm-hmm.
into a plant. I am sorry. I removed the plant. I threw it away. But I fell into it.
Mm-hmm.
On my way to go get the rat killing stuff. As you can tell by my torn pant leg, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go deal with the rats now. Yes.
Well, hello, Chet Manley.
Well, I guess we'll just be sharing this here joy.
Ooh.
Also, my voice became incredibly much deeper, channeling inner Barry White.
Oh, you sound so manly.
I am.
Well, thank you for the fatty.
Always remember, one marijuana is enough.
Okay. You know what? He still looks hot. Okay, let's see. So, you got anything else for a girl to smoke?
Well, perhaps.
It's just, we're out here. I'm a little high.
Did you hear that?
That sound from outside.
I better investigate.
Wait, you're leaving?
I am leaving. Dun, dun, dun.
We start running towards the screen, and I've got my spade ready, i.e., handy dandy rat killer.
There is much blood.
Dude, I was just expecting you to get a BJ from BJ.
But
He wasn't expecting you to get that kind of hit.
Well, she certainly likes to give head.
Being young kids with questionable motives is not dealt with correctly, but at the same time, as soon as it is dealt with, it's back to the work, back to the venture, back to the party.
the rest of the day goes pretty much uneventful. The campsite exploring is pretty crap. But later that evening, you have a good party. And eventually, Chadster and Chet convince the rest of the group to row over to the island, to Smoky Pete's island, because Chet saw a really cool place to party. And Smoky Pete's coming in to your party going, "Hey! What are you guys doing on my island, man? Get the fuck off of my island! You have a whole campsite!
I actually
Put this
think-
out!" And I started eating the fire with my spade.
The Chadster, Ding the Chadster, is going to try to protect the girls and
Oh,
look
no.
like a man. And I'm going to walk up
Get out of here!
and punch him square in the nose.
I'm gonna stand behind you, backing you up, but also not backing you up because this is my party.
But I'm going to punch you once and I'll go, hey, we could all be friends here, relax.
No, we can't. We can't be friends here. You guys not allowed your island. You, take your fucking friends away from my island.
I told you we shouldn't have
guy.
come.
Hold on,
Why
guy.
is it your island?
This is my island. I own this island. It's my island. If you want to have
We're
an island,
leaving.
go
We're
get your own
leaving.
island.
We're
This
leaving.
is my island.
Okay.
I have a flag.
Hey. If you don't want to get hit again, calm down.
No. He comes and runs at you.
Bam!
You whack him again. You knock him unconscious.
Okay, guys, let's get out of here. Leave him here. Cool down. He'll wake up fine. Let's get out.
Will you sleep in my cabin tonight?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Now get on the boat.
We shouldn't have come here. We shouldn't have.
Now that Act 1 is completed, the story is going to turn horribly for each and every one of us. We all knew from the beginning this was not a happy story. Camp Death is appropriately named, and soon more death will follow. Poor BJ.
I thought this was a family movie.
You were wrong. You were so fucking wrong.
And that's why this relationship needs to end.
So, in order to continue to the next act, we first need to roll on the tilt. To do that, Dylan is going to roll all of the dice we have remaining to generate a new set of random numbers for us to roll on the tilt table. And the tilt table is going to be used by us to select elements, very much like we did in character creation.
Before we get there, we have 2 2s, 3 3s, and 3 4s.
That is not a lot of options, folks.
I would like to say guilt.
Guilt and innocence. I like those two, folks.
Ooh.
Innocence, collateral damage.
3s
Betrayed by friends.
I'm a big fan of Betrayed by Friends.
As am I.
Oh, yes. Let's
So
do
that's
that.
3.
Because we're all friends here, right?
Join us next time for innocence, collateral damage, guilt, and betrayal in the thrilling conclusion of